Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well, and in today's video I'm going to take a quick look at a couple of these non-contact voltage testers that I've purchased. This one here from BSide is the AVD06, and this has a sensitivity adjustment attached to it, 12 to 1000 volts, takes 1 pp3 to power it up. And it costs around about £14 on Amazon. Comes to it, as you see there, in this cardboard box, and you get a wee little instruction manual with it that does have some English somewhere. There you go. So you do get a bit of English instruction included with it there. And the other tester that I have is from Kaiweets. Kaiweets I do quite like. I have a number of the other instruments that I've played around with. This is the HT100S. This one here again just comes to cardboard boxed with an instruction manual as well contained within that. This is multilingual on this, whereas the B-side just had two. So again, fairly comprehensive manual on this one. This just has two sensitivity settings. Again, it is 12 volt to 1000 volts, and this costs you around about £27, whereas this has a manual sensitivity mode here. This is fully electronic, this version. So we can set up and test these units on our little Fluke PRV240S here proving unit. This has the voltage sense functionality built into it that will activate these non-contact pens. This one here you turn on, and every time you turn it on it always defaults to auto mode, and you can set there, and you can see, put it that way. This PRV, it still messes me around, this unit, you know. So you can see there, sensitivity is on auto at the moment, so I don't push it back that way so you can see the so you can see there you get full set of lights on there depending on where I put this. And if I change into manual mode, sensitivity is right down, so I can't actually pick anything up at this moment in time. So I'm just starting to get a signal there, as you can hear. Turn that all the way. So here, with this PRV unit, the sensitivity is kind of across, I don't know, what's that, 30 degrees of this scale. That's giving it the full sensitivity. This does kick out 240 volts on the PRV here. So yeah, it works. Very, very basic unit. You do have a light here in this end here as well that's turned on by the thumb there. So not tell too well in here because of the backlight, but it's not too bad a light, I guess. Fairly, in a darkened electrical panel, that's quite good for you in that respect, and it's quite ergonomic in that respect. You've got it sat there on your thumb, and you can control the sensitivity with your thumb and then get to the mode there as well if you want to. And that's that little unit there. I say £14 from Amazon. Fairly usable, really, not too bad. Quality seems okay. There's your battery compartment there for a PP3. It didn't come with, I had to put a PP3 in it, and it is working from a rechargeable 600 milliamp PP3 battery there. So we'll take a look at the Kaiweets unit here. So I've got a number of Kaiweets test equipment anyway, and they're usually fairly respectable. This one is, I guess it's AAA's in it, I think. Yeah, AAA's in here, two go in there. This unit here appears to be a lot of versions available for it from different manufacturers. The B-side one there seems quite unique. Seems to have a lot of copies sitting out there from various different manufacturers. Turn this unit on. Just as an aside, you can't turn the torches on these two units unless the unit is completely on. Press the torch here and you see it doesn't want to light up, whereas something like my VH1 here, I can actually turn the torch on and off even though the unit is actually off. So turn this unit on, it's just the on button here, hold in for a couple of seconds. It defaults to the mode you last had it in, so you've got a 70 volt to 1 kV and you've got an extra sensitive 12 volt to 1 kV mode. It's displayed by pressing the S mode there. You can see changes at the top there. And again, it's going to work in exactly the same manner, isn't it? We'll put our, and this flashes up red, and you do get a percentage reading on this. So we're 99% there. I'll move back off, but again, there's not an awful lot of distance on these between 100%. It's 100% there. 50% and 0 there. So I mean, it does work in that respect. We'll go to sensitivity mode on 12 volts. See, we pick up there. As if I change it back to 70 volts, it actually turns it off. Yeah, so it does increase the sensitivity a little bit going in there with that. So one of the other things that you notice with this unit is it is physically bigger than the Kaiweets unit and a lot of the other NCV pens that you see out there. Clearly similar sort of width, I guess, and length, but height wise here across the body there you can see it is substantially bigger. And all these other pens, where's my Q-Tech one as well, we've got sat here, and similar sort of length and width across there, but then as soon as you put it up against the side, you see height wise it is quite big. However, it does fit quite nicely. This is the MB Veto bag, so it does fit into there reasonably well. In fact, fits quite nice actually. In fact, either way it will go in. So it does work in there, but obviously you'll not get too much else in the bag, or in that pouch I should say. You will get a little screwdriver in there with it, but nowhere near as roomy as if you got this pen in here and there. And obviously with this pen you do have the pocket clip here, so you could clip this on the outside should you want to. You don't have that option with this BSide unit there. I get the MB bag out the way, and we've got here the TP4B. Not so successful with the BSide unit in this one. It doesn't go in any of these edge pockets that you can see. I can just about, but it is forcing it into that one now. So not ideal for that one really. You are left, same as the other side I'm pretty sure, yeah, same pocketry. You are kind of left with having to put it in one of these big pockets. Which we can do at the front there. Does go in there, does disappear as well, but you can just about grab it and take it out depending on what else you've got in there. So not so successful on the TP4B, whereas this Kaiweets won't go in those. It will go in this pocket up here. So it will sit in there. And of course we do have the pocket clip we can use again and put it in one of those pockets, and one of those it will go into. So on this occasion the BSide kind of wins with this style of Veto bag. So we're now with the SBLD. Again, you'll not get it in any of these pockets, this BSide unit. These side pockets that are much bigger. We've got that one there. Ooh. Which again, it will go in, but it's kind of it. It's going to squeeze, and that's about as much as you can get in there. If I take the sockets out of here, obviously it will go in very, very easily, but our Kaiweets will fit in there very, very easily. And again, with the pocket clip that you've got there, I can clip it where I've got the spanners there. And it will sit just there very nicely. Internal inside here. Take a couple of screwdrivers out. It will fit in there fairly well and kind of disappears into the bag a little bit, but it does fit in there. Kaiweets kind of disappears all the way in there, doesn't it? So yeah, just something to be aware of. Perfectly usable tester, but it is being that much bigger than your standard NCV pen. It is it sometimes doesn't fit in bags quite so well, depending on what your setup is, of course. So there you have it. That's our Kaiweets HT100S and BSide AVD06 non-contact voltage pens. Both perfectly usable. I'll have to see how I get on with the sensitivity on this one. I was hoping it's going to be a bit better, but it doesn't appear to be that well across the range of the dial really. It might be a little bit better on lower voltages if you're in America with the 120 volt systems rather than the UK with the 240. Doesn't seem to have that much sensitivity with it really, but obviously I'm just testing on the bench here with the Fluke proving unit. Out on site it could be a little bit different. But that'll be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found it useful, and I'll see you again in the next one.